Thank you for joining us on Sheridan County Ag Update. Today we have with us the 2023 Wyoming State High School Rodeo Champion Barrel Racer, Abigail Olson, and her mom, Carla Olson. Thanks for joining us, ladies.
Thank you for having us. This is a pleasure.
You bet. So it's crazy to me that you're in high school because I remember you in the pee-wees of the rodeos when I used to secretary. So this is just not right. That tells you how old I am. So tell us all about the state. Tell us how you qualified and you're going in 2 events. So tell us all about that.
So like to qualify for nationals, you have to be in the top 4 of the state.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like determines on the year-end points. You go to high school rodeos throughout like the fall season, and they have some in the spring season, and you just gain points if you're in the top 10 every rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go into state, and even if you don't, like you're in the top 4, but you don't have a good state, you can get bumped and not even go to nationals. But you can also be like one of those in the top 10, and you can have a really good state and be in the top 4 and go to nationals.
Mm-hmm.
It really just depends on your draw of the animals or your draw on the ground and just like how your horse handles the ground and just everything.
Cowboy State Bank, helping farmers, ranchers, and the ag community succeed for over 100 years.
Well, you came in the top 4. Yeah. And she didn't think she had a shot at the state title.
Okay.
But they came in for barrels and just had smoking runs, all 3 of them. They were nailing everything, and hold your breath, girl. She almost fell off. There was airborne because there was so much power underneath that horse.
No, there was not.
If you rewatch the video.
Which one?
Well, that's where it counts. Is it state then? That's where you want the good runs. So tell us about your horse.
Oh, he's just so incredible, and he just gets stronger with every run, and he just enjoys it, and he's such a powerhouse. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Now, I know that this is, I've known your mom for a while, so I know that the barrel racing and the rodeo as a family tradition, I guess you would say. Your mom's done it. Now, did she train your barrel horse for you, or did you purchase this one, or is this a family thing?
This is actually kind of a funny story. So we were actually going to take her horse that she's running now. It was supposed to be my high school rodeo horse. But he wasn't done yet. So then we were like, oh, okay. And so then we were borrowing my aunt's horse my freshman year. But I just couldn't get along with him for the life of me. And then going into my sophomore year, we saw this horse. Like, he was up for sale and stuff like that. And it took a lot of convincing to get my dad to go check on him and just, like, go try him out and stuff like that. And one of the big lines was I told him this was going to be the horse that takes me to nationals. And then he was like, okay, like, I guess we'll just go try it. Like, what's the worst? The worst thing you could just say is yes. And so we went up and we tried him, and it was just like, oh, instant. Like, this was going to be the horse that just did everything. And it
Quality Kubota machinery and customer care from the heart. Proudly serving Sheridan and the surrounding areas since 1996. Go online to heartlandkubota.com or stop by Heartland Kubota, 2450 Heartland Drive.
was.
And he proved you right. I guess this one you can say, see, Dad, I was right.
Yeah.
Todd, don't hurt me over that one. So Carla, your mom here, is she still barrel racing then?
Yeah, she's running the horse that's supposed to be my high school rodeo horse.
Mm-hmm.
She's getting him ready to be backup.
Okay.
That's what she says.
So are you hoping to maybe follow down your mom's footsteps and go into the PRCA at some point after your high school career is done, or?
I really want to go into college first.
Okay.
Get a college degree in college rodeo for a while and hopefully make it to the CNFR.
Mm-hmm.
And then go pro probably after that.
Well, so you're pretty lucky that the high school finals and the college finals both take place in Wyoming. So do you get to come back and forth, come home, or do you have to stay in Gillette for that whole time, or how does that work?
I'll have to stay in Gillette the whole time.
Okay.
So, like, kind of really depends on my draw and when I'm up in each event.
Mm-hmm.
And so our plan is to go up Saturday night since we have a contestants meeting at, like, 7 in the morning. We're like, well, we don't really want to get there, like, leave at 4:30 or anything like that. So we'll go up Saturday night and then be there hopefully until Saturday night. the following day.
And how many rounds do you have? How many rounds do you run then?
There's 2 go rounds, and then the top 15 come back for a short go.
Okay. Well, anything else you want to tell us about your trip to nationals here, your year?
I don't really know.
It's been fun, apparently.
Yeah.
She's had some ups and downs through the year, through the whole season.
Making plans for building a new barn, shop, or commercial building? Don't do any planning without a call to Sheridan's premier post-frame building and homes builder, True Built Builders, online at truebuiltbuilders.com.
But she pulled it together at the end, and they're just starting to really click as a team, and you can see it. Both of them. They're coming together. They're listening to one another, and it's just a fun watching them. And her horse Ace, he's only 7. So he's young. And so she plans on using him for years to come. And he's not even in his prime yet. So we're excited to see what he can do.
I bet. So, Carla, as someone who's trained your own horses, your own barrel horses, what do you look for when you're looking to have a horse that competes at this level? What are the things that you want to see out of these horses?
The first thing I see, I know everybody looks at conformation, but the first thing I always look at is personality. I think that's huge because if a horse doesn't have a personality, it's very hard to get connected with them and for them to handle the stress of the rodeo and traveling and everything. So that's the first thing I look at is personality, then go to conformation and, of course, their pedigree to make sure they have run and be able to turn. But I like to see a horse that can learn real fast and likes to pick up different things. We just purchased a 4-year-old not too long ago, and I'm training him, and of course she'll end up taking him, I'm sure. But yeah, it's fun watching them grow and learn. It's like children.
Well, and the hard part, I think, when I know when my dad trained, you're not going to click with every horse. No. You and the horse are not going to click, so it's so important to find one that you click with, and it sounds like you and Ace found that this year, and will be able to continue to grow.
Yeah.
All right, well, you keep us updated how it goes down there. I'm friends with your mom on Facebook, so I'm sure I'll be able to see some updates, but keep us updated, and we wish you good luck.
Thank you.
All right, well,
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, and check out more podcasts, news, and sports on SheridanMedia.com.